Alright guys, today I'm going to teach you guys how to play Garen top lane in the new patch. So what you want to run is going to be Conqueror, Triumph, Tenacity, Last Stand, Overgrowth, and Conditioning. Now for the bruiser, for the starter item, typically you want to go for a Dorn's Blade if you're up against a bruiser, and if you're up against a ranged matchup, you want to go for a Dorn's Shield. Now Garen top lane guys, lots of changes are happening. So far, the meta of Garen has once again changed up a lot. Most players, when they played Garen, they either went for a Trinity Force or they went for a Gore Drinker. But that's changing now. Everyone is playing with Stridebreaker again, especially in the higher elos. It's completely changing. So I'm going to showcase you guys the Stridebreaker build today. Ooh, you actually cheesed me. That was pretty hard. Very aggressive Shen. It's actually a favorite matchup for Shen, especially like early game due to the shield he has. But we're definitely going to be fine against him. Not too worried. We just have to take like a slightly different approach. Okay, here we go. We're getting like an early gangplank injured actually. Not going to break the freeze. We're just going to hold it, maintain it like this. You definitely don't want to push, especially when a Kincher is here. It's gonna go for the cannon. Nope, he's gonna run. The beauty is, even though that Shen doesn't die here, we actually get a very, very big advantage because he's actually getting zoned out away from the XP. Okay, wait. If he walks my way, he doesn't have Q anymore. Okay. If he jumps in, I'm going to kill him directly. Okay, that's not bad. So now we just maintain it like this. Hopefully we can get a pushback into him. We just take the farm at the same time. So we're trying to trade him, and we are actively trying to get the farm out. So we can put it like back into my favor. The most important thing right now is that we do not have TP. We are actually running Ignite at the moment. Which means that if we fully let the wave push into my tower, that means he's going to reset, and we don't want that. We want it to stay right now. Gotta keep in mind that he's gonna dash away. That makes a lot of sense. Take like an auto in between. Whenever he tries to go for a CS, you want to train him specifically at that time. Okay, good. We don't want to get autoed here on the specific spot. Take out the farm at the same time. Now we're going to back off. Yeah, the level 1 and level 2 of the matchup wasn't that clean. I kind of made a tiny little mistake and took some damage off that. That wasn't that great, to be honest. So we had to recover off that. Actually, I'm waiting for the pot now. But anything after the level 2 was great. Made a tiny mistake because of like, this is my first game of the day. Literally in the morning. So, as we get back to lane, this wave is going to get pushed down towards me. This wave is about to arrive in the lane very soon. It's going to arrive right here. So we're going to freeze it specifically here. So,
forge onward.
Now we can get into it. He's probably going to reset. Pretty likely. If he does, it's going to be in my favor. If he decides to like walk back now, it's going to be definitely in my favor, because whether he if he stays, like that means that I can kill him because he's going to be low on HP. If he decides to go back to base, I will still win because we can basically zone him out. His shield is about to expire. Like Shen is honestly the perfect pick into Garen. In terms of the way how it works. Okay, there we go. We're gonna hold it. Just gonna hold it like this. There we go. Now we just get back to taking all of this stuff. Gotta pay some really good attention to what is happening around with their jungle. It's currently like perma farming around. It's not showing up as much. We can't really trade Shen when he presses Q, because my Q is basically being blocked by it. So the best I can do is to wait out his shield, like kind of baiting it, and then trying to go for a trade. Yeah, that's the thing. He can basically use his W as well to block it. Sure. I got my pod ready, so it doesn't matter. He wants to go for the cannon. Okay. And there he goes. So you can kind of tell whether he decides to go back to base or not. If he decides to stay, that means I can kill him because I have the advantage from my item, right? If he decides to back off and reset, that means that he will basically lose the XP, lose all the farm, lose all the gold. So either way, whatever the result is, whatever his next step is, we technically win that. Like, there's no true way for Shen to outplay me there, because I will basically pressure him at all times when he tries to move up, right? So either he decides to go back, walk back, loses it all, or he decides to TP and he still loses that. So either way, the result was the same. I would get a pretty sweet lead on them. So now all we have to do is just get the pressure out again. Gotta ensure that this wave is gonna push into the tower. Yeah, Shen's currently bot lane, so gonna have to thin this out. They have a full AD team, which is pretty good, except Brandis, of course, their support. But I don't care that much about Brand. They're generally full AD, so. So that's going to get pushed into the tower. I hope that the plate's not going to go down, because I don't really want to stay. I got a little bit too much gold to stay for that one. We can go for this one. Take longsword. We'll take a pot and a ward. Something I've noticed a lot from coaching other players. I've been coaching a lot of people recently, like a bit over a month ago. I was literally spamming like coaching sessions. And all the way from like silver all the way to diamond 1, I faced people, like even in platinum, they don't really buy pots around this time anymore, which I think is a total mistake. I think you should, because pots make a difference around this time. Like 150 HP is quite a bit. We're not going to risk that. But yeah, pots make a pretty huge difference. We can technically dive him on our tower, so he's going to have to stay for a little. I got him. I spent my flash Q into ER with Ignite, and he basically... or I don't have Ignite yet. I should have queued earlier so he couldn't jump out. Like, that's why I cancelled my E to get the Q out, but he already jumped, so... Whatever. I don't want to get caught into that. But we could stay for another wave. For likely wait. Okay, now we can take it all. Shen is back to lane. That's fine. That's perfect. So far we have like a 2-kill lead. We have like 40 CS difference in terms of like everything. We also have like an XP advantage, which is absolutely huge. All right. Some very quick questions. Morning, SRO. Good to see you, man. Which item is better now for Garen, Trinity Force or Stridebreaker? Everything has been kind of changing. Trinity Force is still a good item, but I'm currently going to showcase the stridebreaker build in this game. Stridebreaker has been actually a pretty good item lately, even though changes has been pretty minor. The item is still very good, especially into like certain against certain like team comps. Another one. Did you see the awful preseason changes? Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it. I want to talk about it more like after this game, so we'll talk about it while being in queue next time. So let's place a ward down here. Now is the time we're going to start pressuring the Shen. We're going to push or lead a little bit to try and start snowballing. We are absolutely huge right now. So I suppose what we could actually do, what most people don't do, is farming between two towers. I'm going to showcase you how to actually do that. Like, there's one way how you can play against Shen that's in a super aggressive way. But you can also play the game in such a way that you farm between the two towers and you consistently take, like, camps and stuff. Like, this Shen is going to play like that for probably the rest of the game. Because we are definitely far stronger than he is. So he's going to respect us a lot. Meanwhile, we could just farm this out and we can just push or lead this way. Nice. We farm the wave out. Then we go back to the camp. We take this stuff. So you can kind of tell like what this strategy is going to be around, what it's going to be like. We don't really play around Shen anymore. In fact, he's even taking damage for trying to take that wave, which is the most beautiful part. He just decides to TP out to try and help his teammates, so it's going to be another one. Nice. I want to take too much damage, so I'll use my W here. And now we got this one. We're pretty close to getting it. Yep, got tower now. And now we back off. So you can really like notice the way how you play Garen. Most people when they play Garen, they don't really play aggressive enough. You see, like if you're playing a Shen that plays like this, you just want to farm between two towers. You obviously do want to pay attention to what is happening around you. Because you can't do this without vision, right? So be aware of that, right? That really matters. It makes a difference. If you see Talon, like their jungler in bot lane, that's when you want to do the strat. I mean, of course, if you play against a guy that doesn't want to play a lane, that's when you do it. He's dead. So now we're going to get all of these camps because Shen is currently pushing down top lane. We have that one. We take this one. Now we go back top lane and we'll take down the entire wave here. We'll just ping for the Shen because he's moving up here. And we're back to pushing. So our lead is growing massive right now. Perhaps maybe not in terms of kills, but in terms of farm, we are just going too hard. Wow. He's actually getting away with that stuff. I was gonna press R, but I got like dashed up on by Shen. Yeah, this is kind of sad. I even flashed for Talon to try and kill him, but he just walks away like that now. And we're back to full health. You can kind of notice like there's a pretty much an ARAM in mid now. Once again, like Talon walking off, that's just super unlucky.
This world needs
He's pretty tanky because he's got steel caps. We can probably still kill Shen here. He doesn't have that much damage. I'm trying to kind of play in a scary way so that he's going to walk up to me, but I highly doubt he's going to even try. He knows that he's definitely weaker than we are, so... Back to taking all the stuff we can find here. We can probably take an entire tower if we are fast enough. Because the next wave is about to arrive. Oh, there's a TP coming out? Okay, so we got a TP in return for that. That's not bad.
justice.
We can also try to kill Yasuo on the back here. They probably have vision, though. Yeah, I'm not even going to try. There we go. Shen is pushing top lane again. There's probably going to be a massive fight at Drake sooner or later. As we take all these camps again. Shen is currently pushing top side, so we're just chilling here. Alright. And now we walk back here. So yeah, you can really tell like what is happening. Like what this looks like. Our lead is I mean, look at the lead that we're pushing now. I think that Talon's probably going to show up. It's pretty likely. And we got this stuff. And we push one more wave and then we just back out. And okay, here we go. So now we go for Mortar Reminder. The next item will be Demon's Plate. So I'll just take that real quick. Now for quick questions. You're playing so greedy, your jungler don't have any camps. The thing is, the jungler, he cannot take these scams because he's not there. It's more efficient that I take these scams myself and then go top lane and clear that out. My pathing is like maximum efficiency. You can see that on top right. I even have more than 10 CS per minute. It's like maximum efficiency. And the jungler isn't there, so... Top laners and mid laners are more important than junglers in the late game. Generally. So, it's not that strange. Like, if you want to carry yourself 1v9 in your games, you must take jungle camps. It's like top priority. If you're playing in high elo, you're going to have to get used to that as junglers. If you have like a solo hard carry champion in top lane, junglers will eventually just fall behind. This is the way how it works. The higher elo you get in this game, the more you will realize that. And the more you will see it when you play jungle yourself. So... Oh, okay, these guys, we can actually catch them quite easily now. Got you. We're super massive, so they can't do much anymore. We are literally over-farmed. Literally. Look at this. We're like 2 levels ahead of Shen. It's very hard for him to do anything. Okay, so he's flashing out. Oh, he's walking out again. Like, that's typically how talent works. And we take this wave. The rep buff is spawning very soon, so my team is going to be able to take that. Got Deathman's play very soon. I bet you they're probably going to walk around. Yep. And we have to wrap up for ourselves. I couldn't really kill him because otherwise I would risk myself potentially dying against Talon. Now we reset. Get my Deadman's Plate. A Darken coming with a resub prime of 29 months, man. Oh, man. Thank you so much, Darken, for what you're doing. That's so long. Thank you, Darken. Amazing. So now we're going to be... we now have the Deadman's Plate, which is the third item. The next item is going to be something that we can rely upon when we're in team fights. Something that could make us tanky enough to survive. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a thornmail or something like that. It can be something like a steraks gage, possibly like something like that. It really depends on like what you're up against usually. Push next wave now. We take these jungle camps. We're running on a 12-13 CS per minute right now. Like, we are beyond unstoppable right now. It's very hard to actually kill us. They're flanking me from behind. So we're gonna have to respect him here for just a little bit. Why not Trinity Force? The reason why we are going stridebreaker here is because we can slow them while chasing them, which is actually a pretty good thing. Stridebreaker, even though people have been being so hard on the item in itself, it's still a very great item. It's just that people are kind of sad that stridebreaker got changed a while ago. It's still a pretty solid item, man. It really does the job extremely well. Like, it's just underrated right now. But it seems like stridebreaker is getting back in the meta, especially in high elo. Literally every single person is currently like running stridebreaker, so it's not strange. Got this guy. Oh wait, of course there's an ultimate from Kindred like blocking it. Let's see. Shen's currently in bot lane. We can try to kill him. Yep, you're dead. I got you. Yep. Now we go back to jungle. So, yeah, people saying, you know, Garen is... There's so many people that say that Garen is, like, bad in the game. If you're talking about extreme high elo, sure. Garen is easy to counter in many different ways. But especially in low to mid elo, Garen is, like, an unstoppable beast. I'm dead. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. So the next item right now we're gonna run is probably going to be a steraks gage. We can also go for a thornmail, which is actually really good into that team comp. But steraks gage will do perfectly fine too, as that actually provides us damage while being tanky too. So we're gonna be running that instead. We need like 30 gold for steraks gage, so I think if we revive now we're gonna have it. Yeah, we need like 25 gold right now, so we nearly have it now. Look at this. We are literally like 130 CS like above Shen. Like that's how much we've been pushing our lead right now. Yeah, Talon, in my opinion, Talon is the most annoying guy in their team. Because that guy can just run all the time. He's actually pretty tanky because of the steel caps. I gotcha. There we go. So my team could be going for Baron. Yes, we could actually do it. We can also push mid lane directly. I'm more of a fan of going mid lane because the team is not really grouping around Baron. And there's a chance that it could be stolen. Yeah, like I thought, the team is just not helping either. This is a bad call from these guys. Okay, now we can rush it faster. Like, thankfully, it actually went right. Because the team, like, the enemy team is positioning themselves in the jungle here. But still. Now we can get these camps. I hope there's a blue buff too. Yep, there's one. So yeah, that requires us to get only one more item right now, and that is probably going to be a thornmail. So we can block the damage from Yasuo way more. Ooh, he blocked it. He blocked my entire ultimate with his shield bow. Yeah, he's got shield bow. Wow. Well, this guy's absolutely no issue. I nearly got it with my stridebreaker. But yeah, that's life of talent, man. This guy's like all permanently running. We'll take tower now. That's fine too. I can tank up Talon without an issue. Because I got a steraks gage ready instead. Nice try. I hope there's actually a camp right now. I wanna take this one, but no, it's not there anymore. I got my ultimate like 10 seconds right now. Oh, wow. We actually got bursted by... oh, wow. That was honestly pretty interesting. That we managed to get bursted like that. Well, no problem. So yeah, the final item will be the thornmail. Makes perfect sense. Gives us, you know, way too much tankiness as well. And it provides all the armor we need against Yasuo. And it provides the effect for Yasuo's healing. So yeah, Yasuo makes no chance against us anymore. We just literally like walk over him now. The only guy that actually does damage against us is Brand. But we can avoid Brand. Like, Brand is no issue. Like, Brand is a joke in this game. Like, he needs to hit his abilities, right? We can just walk over. We can just run around the QWE. And we just kill him anyway. Teammates taking towers. Okay. Just is walking in. Oh yeah, they could actually just force. Because they're like respawning like 5 seconds. They could have forced it. Wait, I'll just get a blow then. Our damage is so ridiculous right now. But you get this far. Drag it a little bit. The champ, like Garen, is so easy to play as well. Like, it's so straightforward, actually. Let's see. We can kill this Yasuo. No, we don't need to. We've got the team pushing top lane. We just have to wait carefully now. I love to see how Brand is like moving up here. I can just delete him. Wait. Oh, I missed my Q, actually. Oh, I missed my Q. I actually put my Q on a creep instead of on Yasuo. So he gets to be alive. Wow. But you can kind of tell, you know, this we have this insane lead. Yasuo was, it makes perfect sense for Yasuo to do this much damage right now after we received the damage from Brand. He's got Mortal Reminder already. He's already got like his entire core set. My team should have like no issue taking towers. Wait, what? What? What was that, man? This guy disconnected from the game. He literally walked up to the tower and then disconnected. Oh, that's so sad for him, man. That's one of the most saddest things that can happen. You click directly into the enemy team, then you disconnect from the game. Then he reconnects. He's like, wait, what? I died? It's so sad for him. Yo, my team should be okay here. They just have to go top lane. Oh, he disconnects again. This mid laner is just disconnecting all day. Yeah, my team is moving up to the inhib right now, so we're good to go. Nice. Taking that stuff.
Fear not. I'm coming.
Push another one. There's two people down here. There should be one guy here. I think I can just probably just ignore him and just go for the tower directly. Yeah, like I thought. It doesn't matter if I get hit anyway. It makes no difference for him. At all. It makes zero difference. He can auto me, it doesn't matter. It's a tank. So. This Shen build is so wrong, man. I always recommend people when they play Shen to go for Titanic and kind of go for like a build that actually does damage. Otherwise, you're just going to be kind of useless. Either way, guys, this is Garen Toplane. Before we end off today's YouTube video, just letting you guys know that this entire game has been played live. So if you want to see me play live on stream, I stream every single day. Link is in the description. So, yeah. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.